still stylized in a very, like, you know, just well thought out manner. We didn't see a lot of that, and unfortunately, he ended up paying the price for that. But still strong Greninja, excuse me. I'm sure we'll see them later on. We got to move on to this next match here. We have Gary getting ready to throw down against one of the invited players out here, one of the best Marios in the world, Dark Wizzy.
Yeah, this one should be a treat. Gary was a force to be reckoned with earlier in doubles, and I'm sad to say I'm not as familiar with him as a player. So seeing a Wolf for singles should be pretty exciting. I mean, earlier he was playing the Cloud. I mean, just a real force alongside. Oh, why am I blanking?
Dark Wizzy?
Again, with Hawk. Well, yes. I mean, Dark Wizzy always a force to be reckoned with.
That's right.
I feel like he needs a less introduction.
Yeah, right. No doubt about it. I mean, but you know what, though? You never know, man. I mean, events like this, you know, where I feel like the invited players and, like, the regional threats, too, being this close in bracket, I mean, that right there is saying something. At an event like Genesis, I mean, two players of this caliber, still two very good characters, but how big the bracket is, they probably had never met. But the good thing about this event, too, is that they're meeting right now. But unfortunately, Gary meeting the receiving end of some Mario boots. In all fairness, you know, some of Mario's aerials minus on shield to crazily safe amount, so that's going to be kind of tough for Wolf to do it. But that's not to say Wolf doesn't have great options for putting on percent either. I mean, we've seen it with, like, God, we've seen it with Jackal. We've seen it with the God. What's the young man's name from Vancouver? That Wolf. God, you know, they say the first thing to go when you get old is the memory.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh, no.
I'm going to look it up, but I forget what his name is. Still a really good, ouch is his name. Good Lord. I mean, we've seen the KO options, but not only just that, but the ability to put on safe percent. Not quite seeing it right here on that first stock. Let's see what the second one brings us.
Yeah, well, that's Dark Wizzy playing really, really well. There were 3 ledge guard opportunities right there that played out the same twice and then changed the third one. And so what Dark Wizzy did there is he faded back every time he'd knock Gary down to the ledge. He'd back away, like maybe charge an up smash at roll range, which doesn't threaten. Like, obviously Gary can see it happening, he's not gonna roll. And that's all you do. But it's a condition for that third time. Immediately Dark Wizzy runs up to ledge and drops the up smash, which once he knows that's gonna kill. So it's that totally unexpected option that he's already conditioning in game 1 and his first, like, 3 interactions with, which is really great. And obviously in neutral, he is just moving phenomenally, keeping just barely outside of the threat range. That up smash is really punishable, though.
That's right. That was a big read right there. Probably anticipating a trade. I mean, again, Mario's back is at the ledge. He's probably going to go for back here just to play it safe, but a little patience goes a long way right here on Dark Wizzy's behalf. Love that. Now, that's the out stuff I'm talking about right there. That's kind of what sets his Wolf apart from some of the other ones, is that up tilt. And I'm glad Gary's kind of holding on to that there. Safe option up close and very quick, too. Throws off the opponent, but wow. Meeting, again, the receiving end of a backer. I'm surviving, but for how much longer? These trades starting to work out more in Dark Wizzy's favor. Come here. Oh, yeah, the tri-state twist. Yeah, Albany, baby.
Yeah, and I like what you said about up tilt as well. It's the least spammable move probably in the entire kit on Wolf, except maybe side B. Like, but that doesn't make it bad. It has a great spot in his kit. It's a really good burst option up close. Another back air to get that kill as well. It's kind of payback for all the nasty back airs. Dark Wizzy's already landed on Gary so far, and Dark Wizzy coming down off the Halo, looking to deal as much damage as possible with that opportunity he is given, and I think that's a success overall.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, again, just the way Dark Wizzy's kind of handling Gary right now, I mean, this is just, of course, a top player who just knows the Wolf matchup very well. The problem is, and I hate to sound like a broken record, you got to maybe lean a little bit more into the Gary matchup. You know, what makes Gary different from some of the other Wolves? Because right now he's doing a lot of trademark Wolf things, which on paper are not terrible. Nair, very good option. I mean, again, it's a sword. Neutral special, very good, but Mario has cape. Oh, yeah. Of course.
The disrespect, just in case the hands are going to reach far enough. And that's absolutely the right move. Like, I don't think it's like BM. It's just making sure that you get your thing in, but it looks real nice
It
regardless.
always looks good on paper, man, and sometimes it looks even better executed in person. Dark Wizzy, of course, one of the kings of Flash when it comes to this game, but I don't want to count out Gary just yet. Again, this is Wolf, and you don't make it this far by mistake. I would imagine he's bringing something a little different to the table here, but I think trying to outspace Mario is going to be a little troublesome for Wolf. And that's coming from somebody who thinks Wolf is very good. Mario is just going to, have slightly better spacing options. Nair, back air, up air. Those are going to be really tough things for Wolf to work around. Wolf can also bring a lot of scary stuff to the table, too. And I want to see him lean into Nair more. I want to see him get more off a hit. You get dash attack, where's them forward airs at? Where are they? The claws are out, but they need to be in Mario's backside. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Absolutely. So this is actually, as well, a little bit of a grudge match. Not like the craziest grudges out there, but in doubles, these two played against each other twice.
Oh,
and this
my.
means Gary was actually doubly eliminated by Dark Wizzy. Although the first one, it had to be a reverse 3-0. Gary and his teammate Hawk were up 2 games before Dark Wizzy and Apollo Kage were able to find their mark. And I mean, it's Dark Wizzy and Apollo Kage. So we know Gary can absolutely take stocks off of Dark Wizzy. Seeing him start this one off pretty well on his counter pick stage here is a nice start, but he just barely missed the time on the down smash, going for that nair just like you were hoping.
That's right. Got to see a little bit more of that off stage. And yes, again, always at the right position. Even if he doesn't physically get there in time, even if he doesn't overextend, he's letting the damage come to him. And I really like that, especially to start off the match in that sort of manner. That means that you are locked in and you're focused the way you're supposed to be. Staying in the middle of a small battlefield, using, you know, a lot of empty jumps right there to make your approaches ambiguous, using a lot of short hop, fall away nair, things like that to keep Dark Wizzy guessing. But now you have to kill the plumber. And that for some players could be very troublesome, but not for Gary, my friend. He said, I am here ready to work. Up tilt, finds the mark, and now he has the lead.
Oh no. That would be devastating, and it is. Dark Wizzy will not let you get away with air dodge through the ledge. Just such a small, innocuous mistake, just immediately fatal. There's nothing else that Gary could have done at that point, and Dark Wizzy knew it. The up tilts are coming out really well for Gary, actually. I mean, obviously killing off that one earlier, which was really impressive, but several more of them that have actually been pivotal to break neutral in his favor, or even just extend combos.
Yeah, I think, you know, he's, you know, being more comfortable approaching Dark Wizzy and not doing anything, which on paper, you're like, what the hell? Are you insane? Are you going to run up on Dark Wizzy and not press the button? Well, this is Mario. A lot of Mario's approach options pretty safe. Dark Wizzy in the back of his head probably thinks, I can go for nair, I can go for back air, I can play this one super safe. You go for back air, you cross up Wolf, and his back is to you. Guess what he's going to do if you land in front of him? He's going to up tilt every time. Gary doing just that, but Dark Wizzy figuring some things out, even after all that being said, narrowing this gap down even closer than what we've seen before. Gary's going to have to figure something out here and quick. You don't want to play the long game versus Dark Wizzy. He is all about tenacity and resilience here in the corner. No down tilt, and yet even read the roll. That was so smart.
Ooh, Nair just approaching with it that time is something that Dark Wizzy hasn't been using much in this matchup. Charging up Flood as well, and that's going to be scary to a Wolf player. You have to be saving your jump, make sure that that's not going to be coming out. The up smash pretty much blind right there as Gary tries to get aggressive. Yeah, we know that one's coming out, especially on 113%. They're Wolf, like, it's the writing's on the wall.
That's right right there. You just got to read it. And I think Gary, of course, just right execution, just a little off the mark right there. But yes, he will find his positioning sooner or later. That's one thing he's been doing a little bit better in this game as opposed to last game, that is getting up underneath Dark Wizzy and making him pay for jumping too much. Again, Mario gets a lot off of these jump ins. He gets a lot off of like short hop something. If you can just figure out a way to sneakily get up underneath him, even go for a trade with up tilt, that will put Dark Wizzy on high alert. Oh, better stop jumping and better keep this thing grounded. Once it stays grounded, that's when Gary really takes center stage and really gets comfortable. A lot of those empty jumps, a lot of these fall away neutral specials, dash attacks, everything that's going to keep him center stage is going to make Dark Wizzy sweat. But what the hell?
The regrab. Okay, and the up throw, but there wasn't more coming from that. I would have loved to see just a forward throw. Honestly, take the stage away from Dark Wizzy, keep it away, especially if you made that read neutral 3 times. Like, take your advantage and keep it. Don't just throw him and try and like get the 50-50 on hitting him with an up air or something. Get your guarantee. Oh, speaking of guarantees, that backer coming in clutch keeps the game going for Gary. The crowd's actually going wild for that one. That is such a satisfying hit. As soon as it is in the threat range, playing to his out, Gary does a great job right there. Takes it to game 3 against Dark Wizzy. Probably the most exciting thing we've seen in the bracket so far today, honestly. But game 3 is going to be a big test, and Dark Wizzy now has to turn himself on too.
Yes, he has to turn this up. Oh my God, that is just how you adapt 101 right there from Gary. Dark Wizzy played well. We know Dark Wizzy's rap sheet. We know his track record. Damn it, he has his own Wikipedia page. But Gary, though, he brought something to the table that I have not seen in quite some time, especially at this portion of bracket, this level of play. And that is taking the center stage away from your opponent. I love that. He made it his own personalized hub. He said, look, I'm staying on my side of the room. Dark Wizzy, you stay on your side of the room. And if you come into my side of the room, I have something for you. Every time, fall away neutral special, fall away nair. Ambiguous empty hops. My back is to you. I have backer. Is backer going to connect? No, not every time. Do you want to have to deal with it, though? Absolutely not. Curious to see if Gary's going to, kind of take that same role here in this match. You have the Pokeball right here that a lot of players subconsciously like to stay in. Dark Wizzy said, I don't give a damn if it's your room or not. I'm coming to get you, man.
Yeah, and that does create one of those little bubbles. But speaking Yeah, the huge damage, 98% with 0 going back on the other side. And when it comes to this stage, it is going to take a little bit longer for Dark Wizzy to be able to find the kill, something like that up B. It's a larger stage overall, and that might even hurt Gary. This is where he lost previously, and he killed basically at the earliest percentage possible on 2 stocks. So if he's not able to get those same situations to get early kills because of Pokemon Stadium 2, this could easily be a Dark Wizzy win.
This could definitely be a Dark... Oh my goodness! Gary is fearless! This man is fearless. He's Daredevil. He's the man without fear. Just walking up on Dark Wizzy and not doing anything. That right there is the mark of a very strong wolf. You see that sort of thing come out from Jackal, you see it come out from Ouch, and we're seeing it come out right here from Gary. Just walking up, waiting for the opponent to roll, waiting for them to... Oh, yeah, out of here.
Sucked.
Waiting for them to do something and then going for up tilt, down smash, something that's either going to cover both sides or that's going to catch your ambiguous roll read. But unfortunately enough, you get up, neutral, get up off the ledge, and Mario or Luigi's in the corner, you're going to get back thrown. Great stuff right there from Dark Wizzy. Still looking as powerful as ever, and a stronger start in this match from Dark Wizzy than in the last one.
Yeah, 94% to 0 on first stock was absolute insanity. So that's exactly what he needs, especially since Gary's able to win off of an equally commanding start for himself. Running up, looking for that nair, but we've seen that a few times, and Dark Wizzy's already ready for it. He's willing to trade with his own up there. The two of them just sparring in neutral.
That's right. And it looks like, again, Dark Wizzy's kind of broken into that bubble right now, staying on that red part of the Pokeball here on Pokemon Stadium. And every time Gary goes for like an empty jump or like maybe trying to threaten the space with back air, he's already there meeting him with the back air or nair or something that's already out, forcing Gary to have to wait his turn, essentially, which is not what you want to do when you're trying to control some stage. Good Lord, the
Great scoop in hitbox.
The scoop treasure.
Still 100% behind, though. Gary has to just run away with this stock in order to bring this back in his favor. But he's shown us just that same level of capability that we saw in last game. 2 affairs into the up air, and he's got the read there, forcing the roll. And he keeps going. 60% already. Not something you usually see on Wolf, except when they're really cooking, to just be keeping the damage coming time after time again.
He's in the rough spot right now.
That was so good. Going straight up, make sure that Dark Wizzy cannot gimp him.
He's in the kitchen right now. Don't touch me. Okay. Smart. Little off the mark, though, but I do appreciate that temp. He knows that if I get up close and personal, this is where Dark Wizzy does not want me. He's one of those Mars that loves the space, and he might even like to play the grounded game, too. But right now, with the way I've been cooking, it is ill-advised for Dark Wizzy to play that game of chicken. I'm going to walk up. Who's going to attack first? I guarantee you don't want to trade with Wolf. Gary, you know, kind of driving that theory home in a very dominant way. Not too far behind right now, but this is where Dark Wizzy is really going to kind of cook. Oh, chunky read.
All right. Okay, I love that Gary is just unreadable right now. He's put out every move in the book. The forward smash, less of a... Oh my God, less looking for the read roll. He did that by 5%. That was an amazing stock from Gary. He is just an enigma right now. And Dark Wizzy, one of the best reading players in the game, just cannot keep up with that. If Gary can keep that same manic pace throughout this game, he can do this.
He can most certainly do this, but it's going to take a lot right now. Dark Wizzy giving him the 3-ring circuits, the juggling, the up airs. That's right. This is Siegfried and Roy, if I may say so myself, and he is making Gary pay for every jump in that fall away nair.
All right.
Okay. He don't care about playing up close. Ooh, that's going to do it.
Though, what a way for Dark Wizzy to put that one away. Real commanding, getting his second fair spike of the match. It goes to game 3. Gary showing up and showing out. But when you're coming at the king, you know what they say.
You better not miss. Damn. He was cooking. Gary was on fire right there again. He had that